buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton.
Oh, showing some power. Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Turner. Jacks up a 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
Back to Halliburton. Three-pointer, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. It's a three-point game, and few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
First personal foul. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Indiana making a switch here. Huff checked in. Now here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Siakam with it. Antetokounmpo covering. Nembhard outside. Can they get it? And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Prince, a screen on Halliburton. Kuzma, left side. Again, Milwaukee!
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Halliburton, the pass to Huff. Back to Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. A nice shot by Halliburton. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 7, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you guys.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Shot clock at 3, and Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, nice decision-making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing the route. That was impressive.
Huff, the pass to Halliburton. Shot is up, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Prince, a screen on Halliburton. And here's Porter outside. Huff pulls it in. Pacers trail by 3. Porter with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Takes a 3. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Indiana's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Left side, Neesmith. It's good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
To the paint. Here's Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepherd. Then there's Walker, then it's Wiseman, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And when it comes to rebounding, on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
Pass to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker with the steal. Here's Shepherd. To the left wing. So nice passing by Indiana here. It's stolen by Trent. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Trent outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by McConnell.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
Pass to Walker. Here's Shepherd, guarded by Trent. The baseline, Jay. And it's Shepherd missing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
The offensive rebound. Portis the screen. Goes back up. Walker with the steal. McConnell with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man, Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing. So graceful with the teardrop.
Anthony finds Trent. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Pacers.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Pass to Shepherd. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's McConnell. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
For 3, Anthony sinks it from distance. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers. And the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
Here's Anthony. And Jarris Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in.
Indiana substitution.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Snatched up to the right side. Portis against Toppin. Portis, the pass to Anthony. Clock at 4. Tries again. Now here's Jackson. He drops it from range. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Here's McConnell. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make. Whoa!
Oh, sweet move.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
McConnell passes to Matherin. And here's Toppin. It's stolen away. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Portis finds Anthony. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. McConnell from outside. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 5 rebounds in the game. Portis into the lane. Sims, the pass to Anthony. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 7-point Milwaukee lead. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half.
First team foul.
Here's Porter. Pass to Prince. Nembhard with a steal.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation. That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of this game. Free throw good, Walker.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Pass to Nesmith. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. Halliburton against Porter. The kick out to Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
The 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open beyond the arc.
Making sure of it with the 2-man slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Turner, a screen on Halliburton. Porter from outside. Pass to Prince. For 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well indeed.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A line change here for Milwaukee. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Toppin comes in for Walker.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And coach, some tough luck for the Bucks with injuries to their star players in recent years.
Yeah, well, last season, Lillard went down with the Achilles. Before him, Chris Middleton battled injuries. Even Giannis had his share. In this league, it's not enough to just be good. You need to have some luck, too.
A new lineup here for Indiana.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
There's a screen by Anthony to the middle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Anthony's got 11.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
And the jam by Walker.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Anthony, the pass to Trent. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Indiana leading by 5. McConnell looking around. A minute 4 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Offensive board. The kick out to Walker. Over to the left wing. Here's Wiseman.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
McConnell goes in. Pass to Shepard. It's tipped. McConnell, right side. Here's Shepard, guarded by Trent. Puts up a deep 3. The shot won't fall. The Bucks trail by 5. Anthony, the pass to Portis. Trent outside. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball.
Indiana ball.
Here's McConnell. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for it. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Wiseman, then it's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the point. Porter in the post, defended by Halliburton. They now take the lead.
And this is the shot Kuzma wanted. He's put in the work to be consistent from the corners.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Halliburton against Porter. Shot on the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Toppin, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Down low. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition. Here come the Bucks. They get the rebound. Giannis into end. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
On the wing, Nembhard. Over Prince. And Nembhard gets it to go on the assist by Siakam.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter, leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Toppin outside. Nembhard against Prince. 14 feet away. And he sinks the jumper.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Let me tell you, on the drive, Giannis is trouble. He takes it right into the defense and gets fouled in the act.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They double-team Halliburton. Yes, sir!
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
The drive by Porter, and he slams it down.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Prince against Zimhart from downtown. It's money from deep. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Porter. Oh, what a jam. Holding nothing back.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots. I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Porter.
I don't mind it. I mean,
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Halliburton against Porter. Buries it from outside.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game. Turner with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Siakam there for the rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one." Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys. Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Indiana.
And so he drops them both, and it's a three-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3, they've got to play smart.
Team is in the penalty.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
And so the big win by Indiana in a tight...
That's the end of the game.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy.
front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3 slot. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Now, here's Barrett. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Here's Barrett. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot from past the arc. Barrett, no good. Here's Giannis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
A 3 from quickly. Giannis with some nice D. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Misses from short range.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And Barrett slides it in.
That's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Again, Giannis missing. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Turner inside. Barrett covering. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Toronto ball. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
The Raptors with the lead. 2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Ingram with it. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Kuzma pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
From deep Antetokounmpo. No good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And some good young players on the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list. A really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster 1 to 15. And you need to have some depth. The season is long. The possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
There's a minute left in the first quarter. Pass to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
That shot wide open.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
For the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Barrett setting a pick for Ingram. Looking to end the run.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Driving the lane. And that one is off. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Bucks lead by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Portis is out there with Jackson. Then there's Cole Anthony. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Toronto trailing. Now Dick after Abaji, stolen by Jackson, and it's the Bucks on the break. Finished off the break. Trent's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks.
The defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Dick passes to Abaji, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here's Dick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks leading by 4. Anthony taking his time here. Outside Jackson. Pass to Portis. Trent, left side. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. Back to Portis. Outside Jackson. It's Portis atop the key. Dick with it. Now Anthony defending. Abaji sinks the triple. Abaji's got 5.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on top.
Oh.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Takes the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now, fans certainly used to the 3-ball flying from Cole Anthony. He is not shy, folks.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Mobo. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Inside, there's Mamu Kalashvili. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Here's Temple, defended by Trent. Here's Dick. No good on the 3. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside Anthony. Back to Trent. Pass to Sims. And here is Portis. To the inside. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. They set the pick. Now Dick, covered by Anthony. There's the 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Temple, the pass to Dick. To the wing right side. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one's good, Anthony.
This is the pace he wants to play at. Anthony finds his jumper off the bounce. Nicely done.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Here's Temple. And again, no good by Toronto. And here is Anthony. Good as it goes. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a terrific alley. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So for Toronto right now, their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5.
Well, these coaches have told Emmanuel quickly to be aggressive. Good things happen when he attacks.
Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Barrett with this screen on Porter. And it's quickly missing. Bucks leading by 9. Porter looking it over. To the middle. Giannis rips it down.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Of course, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man. Very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
The defender getting a little over-anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
Ingram outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have 1, possibly 2 stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Porter with the steal. Oh, and here we go. On the Kumba. Oh, that was something else.
An amazing athlete. The length, the speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Prince finds Giannis. Kuzma outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I like the Kuzma not backing down right there, letting the defense come and foul him in the act.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Quickly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Quickly's got 10 points here in the second half.
Emmanuel Quickly in a rhythm right now, and he is absolutely a tough cover.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trent subbed in for Prince.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
There's Jackson with the 3. Raptors trail by 12. Abaji, the pass to Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Abaji. He's got 5. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Porter with the drive and finished off by Porter.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the...
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Milwaukee on top, leading by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jackson. Gary Trent is out there with Anthony. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Dick. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony up on top. Jackson against Dick. Pass to Abaji. Back to Dick. Pocket 6. Here's Mobo. Covered by Anthony. Mobo can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 16. Outside Anthony. Mobo with the rebound. The Raptors shooting here about 46% for the game. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Bucks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Right block shot. Was shot by Sims. No good. Inside. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. The 3. It's good from long range. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
There's foul. Mobo. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Anthony against Dick. He's off from 3. Raptors trail by 16, and that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Going inside. Barrett outside. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. And it misses. Bucks leading by 16. Antetokounmpo misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
What a snappy pass from Quickly straight to the open teammate.
Launches it. That shot no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Quickly. Oh, the dunk.
How about the vertical Emmanuel Quickly is showing you right there? That is tough.
On the wing, Porter. Quickly covering. Kuzma against Barnes. Outside Ingram. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Yep, that goes down.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Turner outside. Now onto the Kumbo. Puts up the three. Birtle there for the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Porter off target from outside. Barrett fires. Porter. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Doors.
for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. We should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Legs. Two teams that like to get out and run.
Yeah, you're about to see a track meet out there. Both teams want to get up and down. You're going to see that scoreboard lit up.
And so here is Toronto after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. The 3, Barrett. Offensive rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Neesmith passes to Toppin. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Toppin. Clock at 6. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Now here's Halliburton. Puts up a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Ingram with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. B.A., back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Halliburton following the 3-point basket by Toronto. Quickly outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by Nembhard.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Halliburton. Toppin outside. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Nembhard with a steal. And now Indiana on the fast break. He shoots. Toppin's shot is off. The Raptors have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. The putback. Kicks it out to Barnes. Takes the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Barnes has got 5 now.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Ingram. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Barnes passes to Barrett. Nice move. Into the lane.
And Barrett's teammates and coaches love when he shows some edge, slashing to the rim with purpose.
And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And he makes it.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Here's Quickly. Halliburton with some nice D.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. And here's Ingram from the arc. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
3.
Give him 8.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
3 shots. Tyrese.
He does not get the second one. And he nails the third. And here's Ingram. Give him 8. Launches a 3. The shot misses. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Neesmith out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And so here is Toronto after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
And they say you never want to get stuck in the middle. But the Raptors are in the middle, Tim. What's the plan?
Well, B.A., they're still very young, and they do have some playoff potential. I think making a trade for Brandon Ingram tells you what you need to know. They wanted to be aggressive because the East feels wide open.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Mobo. Hits the trifecta. Mobo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Walker finds Matherin. Walker sets a screen. And Matherin gets it to go. On the assist by Walker.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Dick. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's McConnell. The kick out to Walker. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And Walker is a big guy and fantastic at using his muscle to gut through tight coverage.
You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Pass to Mobo from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Right side, Walker. Walter pulls it in.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
Toronto leading by 11. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Walter. 4-3. It's hauled in by McConnell. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Agbaji. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Agbaji's got 7 points in the game.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Walker for 3. That shot, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
17-foot shot on the way, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
McConnell goes in. Pass to Shepard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Grady Dick. 10 points for him. Walter from outside. Not going to go that time. Outside Walker. Here's Shepard. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Raptors out in front, up by 16. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
For the Fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
And how about his dime dropping in the first half? That was something else.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
You've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's foul number 2 for him. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Brian?
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
The 3, Barrett. They get the rebound. Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton on the wing. Started by Quickly. Gets it down to single digits. Nembhard's got 6.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Ingram with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Quickly. And he gets that one. He's got 10.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
To the inside, deflects the pass. They're running, and here's Ingram outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. From deep three-point land. Oh, Allie, the Rainmaker.
They're clapping back. Halliburton matching the 3 from the other end.
Quickly with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Ingram against Siakam. The 3 from Barnes. Second chance effort. Here's Pirtle. Banked it in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, it's nearly impossible to chip away at a lead if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
The 3 from Barnes. On target from range.
And not really a go-to for Barnes, but nice stroke on the corner shot.
Toppin finds Nembhard. Toppin, a screen on Ingram. Nembhard for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Barnes. Back to Quickly. Here's the 3. Siakam pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 16. Halliburton for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Now here's Halliburton. 16 points for him. Pass to Nembhard. Lets the three fly. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Nembhard's got 9.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Good chance here for Ingram. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on Ingram. Nembhard for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
The 3 from Quickly. Drops in the 3. Quickly's got 7 now in this quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barnes. Good on the shot. He's got 10. Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. He got it up.
And at the buzzer! Count it! Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
And so it's Toronto, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Jarris Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Shepard. And it's Huff in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers. McConnell with it. Picked up by Dick. The 3. McConnell's shot is off. Toronto leading by 12. Pass to Dick. Here's Abaji. Over to the wing. Here's Mobo. 5 to shoot. Here's Mamukelashvili. Walker covering. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. The Pacers shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Pass to Huff. Here's Shepard. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Here's Murphy. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight. Toronto leading by 15. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. For 3. Money from 3.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
Oh, the shot is off.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Here's Mathurin. Shoots a 3. Here's Murphy. From deep. The triple drop.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they've closed the gap, and now they're trying to get this to a one-possession game.
Beautiful play design. Anytime you get a dunk off an inbounds play, you know your strategy is on point.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, it misses. Raptors lead by 11. Mathurin with a steal. Outside Walker. Beyond the arc. Here's Huff. Off on the layup. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Jacks up a three. It's off. And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Matherin. Let's loose for three. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
The three is in.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
A new lineup here for Indiana. It's quickly with a drive. Outside Barrett. Driving in. Oh, he jammed it.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
Cash from downtown.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Quickly drives in. Ingram fires. Cashes in from 18.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
It's money from deep. Quickly with the ball. Oh, it drops in. Buries it from outside. So the Raptors win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visit.
Thanks for being here.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward.
That's the advantage of playing inside out.
Turner for three. Trains the three-pointer.
I really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Well, Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the Pacers, another three.
Really hard to stop this pull-up. Excellent J from Halliburton.
Turner passes to Porter, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Porter. Here's the drive. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, two star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 6, shoots the 3, and another 3 for Indiana.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Prince. Stolen by Nembhard. Halliburton in the corner. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots after a good start.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they simply can't miss right now.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And the Pacers with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Giannis outside. The kick out to Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch and shoot jumper.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:49 left in the first quarter. Halliburton finds Neesmith. And finished off by Halliburton.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Pass to Siakam. Antetokounmpo with the steal. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Turner's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bucks. In the corner, it's Neesmith, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Neesmith has got 5 points so far. Antetokounmpo against Walker. Kuzma outside. Pass to Turner. over Siakam. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
Walker finds Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 15 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Pacers lead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Gary Trent. Jackson is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Sims in at the center, filling out the middle. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pacers leading by 3. Outside Mathurin. A three-pointer is right on target.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Over in the corner, Portis. Trent outside. The tray. It's hauled in by Huff.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Mathurin with the ball, covered by Anthony. And the wide-open shot from McConnell. Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's McConnell. And it's off from three-point range. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done. Top it.
Outside Portis. Trent outside. Down low. It's stolen by Shepard. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bradley's checked in for Indiana. Inside. Stolen by McConnell. Here's the break. Mathurin for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
After review, team on the floor stands. Shooting for Milwaukee.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Bradley.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And again, the Bucks miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's McConnell, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And nice shot taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Over Anthony. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good.
Team foul. Shooting 4 mil.
So Anthony nails both of them. Here's McConnell. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Get ready for your pocket vibe. Arena Entertainment.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Toppin. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Bradley. And it's McConnell in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Yes, that goes in. McConnell's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Pacers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run? Making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back season.
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
Here's Neesmith. Drains it from beyond the arc. Neesmith has got 8 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Hey, guys, no better answer than that. Right back at you. Kuzma not taking any time getting those points back.
Halliburton, no good. Bucks trail by 13. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Yeah, you've got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Kuzma's got his second basket of the game. Halliburton feeling it out a bit.
2 minutes remaining.
Loads it up there for Siakam. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
Well, Aaron Nesmith isn't just a high-effort player. He also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong, he's athletic, can guard a couple of positions, he rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender.
McConnell passes to Huff. Here's Shepard. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Turner. Bucks trail by 12. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back over to you.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Anthony's got 9.
That was from deep. But, you know, Anthony has rarely seen a shot that he didn't like.
Here's McConnell. He's got 11. Here's Huff, covered by Anthony, and that one is good. He's got 5.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering.
Oh!
A nice mix and blend of speed and control on the drive. Anthony gets right where he wants to be.
It's stolen. Ripped away. Jackson against Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. McConnell in the corner. With 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Indiana heading to the bench with a 7.
Come on, everyone!
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Jackson. Cole Anthony is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Sims in at the 5 spot. Back to Mathurin. Over in the corner, Shepard. 5 on the clock. And Toppin throws it down.
Good work by Mathurin getting rid of the ball. When somebody has a better shot, you got to throw it his way.
Trent, a screen on McConnell. The 3 from Anthony. Hits it from 3-point range.
3.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Huff passes to Mathurin. From the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
There's a screen. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Indiana. McConnell with it. Now Anthony defending. Mathurin with a screen for McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Great D that time from Portis.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
And play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Halliburton against Porter. Halliburton converts inside.
Oh, give it to Halliburton. He knows when to force the issue and when to just take what the defense provides.
Kyle Kuzma. Prince against Nembhard. Turner inside. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 2. Oh, the slam dunk.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Halliburton outside. And he makes that one count.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo.
Third personal.
That'll be his third foul so far. Indiana leading by 9. Nembhard, a three-pointer. Good.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at it, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
It's off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Nembhard fires, buries the deep ball.
I'm willing to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's off target. Pacers leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team hasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Halliburton.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Stolen by Nembhard. From deep. Kuzma rips down the rebound. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Assisted Kyle Kuzma.
So it's Indiana picking up a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And the Milwaukee starting five. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's good for two.
Gotta be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Kicks it out to Barron. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Porter. Pass to Prince. The three ball. Pirtle grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lets it fly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
What a sudden attack. Barnes just goes right up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound Toronto.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Pass to Porter. Fires from deep. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pirtle with a screen on Porter. The three from quickly. Knocks down the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Antetokounmpo. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Barron. Toronto has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. The three from quickly. And the Raptors, another three.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Porter with the steal. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. Here's Porter. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Antetokounmpo for three. Rebound Toronto. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Barrett. And there's the screen. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low, getting past some contact into his shot.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Now here's Ingram. No points yet. Antetokounmpo surveys. Out to the wing. From downtown. And it's Turner. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting. He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Up top, Turner. It's stolen by Pirtle. Barnes with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Now here's Pirtle. The three from Barnes. The rebound by Turner. Outside Porter. Kuzma up top. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding this.
A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickley, providing a lot of energy for the Raptors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Grady Dick out there with Walter, and it's Abaji in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Sims, the pass to Anthony. Over Dick. Kicks it out to Jackson. Driving in. Oh, big finish!
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Abukelishvili passes to Abaji. Fires the 3. Outside Dick, beyond the arc. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. 3-pointer, Anthony. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Anthony against Dick. Nice move. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Anthony. He nails it, and we're tied. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
And again, Toronto no good. The Bucks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Dick. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Out to Anthony. Portis the screen. Shot from the wing. On the wing, Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Shakes him with the drive. It's rebounded by Dick. Well, the Raptors shooting a solid 47%. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee. But trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Portis the screen. Puts up a 3. Pass to Sims. Out to Anthony. Now Portis. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Dick. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
3-pointer, Anthony. Bobo with a rebound. Raptors lead by 3. Now Grady Dick. 5 points in the game. A minute 6 left in the first half of this one. The rebound by the Bucks. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jackson. Here's Anthony. He's got 5. Portis with a screen on Dick, and stolen by Dick. To the middle, and a fast break now for the Raptors. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the half. Portis, the pass to Trent. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Walter, good. Here's Anthony. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And so it's Toronto, ending the quarter up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks. And all right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Arena Entertainment.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Kuzma, the pass to Turner. And here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Vernal grabs a miss. Vernal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter with the steal. Poke loose. Stolen by Quickly. Outside Barnes. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go. Porter's shot is off. Ingram with the ball. The 3, Barrett. The shot comes out. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Kuzma. Toronto grabs the miss. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Picked by Pirtle. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
They set the pick. Here's Quickly. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Quickly's got 10 points in the game.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Ingram, the pass to Quickly. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there, then continuing to press the advantage.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there. And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Now Milwaukee moving it up. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
And it's in there.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And that one's good. Quickly.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, with the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you, Brian.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. Barnes on the take. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Wow. Barnes straight down the lane for the jam.
Antetokounmpo. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Ingram. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Raptors lead by 11. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. Here's Pirtle. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his 3rd foul so far. A line change here for Toronto. And some changes here for the Bucks. Trent from long range. Out to Portis. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Now here's Dick. Takes it inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense...
A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickly, providing a lot of energy for the Raptors. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back to the game after this break. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Dick. He's out there with Walter, and it's Mobo in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
They get it again. Mamukelashvili. Pass to Dick. There's a screen. Fires from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Walter, 1st personal foul. 1st team foul.
Trend left side. Here's Sims. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Portis, the pass to Sims. And here's the fast break. Here's Mamukelashvili. And it's good. 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 9. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Dick against Anthony from outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Right side Dick. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And Anthony, here we go. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, look at how fast Anthony's drive is, making it very difficult for the defense to keep up.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dick.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Anthony, here he goes. Trent, using the glass to lay it in.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Portis the screen for three. Can't get it to go.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Dick with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Dick. Puts up the tray. Here's Mamukelashvili, guarded by Trent. Outside Dick, takes a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Trent driving in. The ball's knocked loose.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
They're running. Pulls up for three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Driving inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. Both teams deciding to change it up. Bucks trail by 7.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
The free ball is down.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he nails it.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the three. Could be what saves the day for them.
Now Ingram. Barrett fires. He's off from 3.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Count it.
Well, the pressure was on, but Cole Anthony was able to stay cool and find the points they need.
And here's Ingram. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
On the wing quickly. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish.
going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Toppin is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. Now, here's Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Now the Raptors moving it up. In the corner, Barrett with it. Back to Quickly. Barrett with a screen on Halliburton. Quickly finds Barrett. Fires for 3. And Emmanuel Quickly gets the 3.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickly on the range shot right there. What confidence.
Pass to Nembhard. And again, the turnover by the Pacers. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Well, Quickly, boy, getting an opportunistic corner three-point shot, and he takes it.
Now, Nesmith. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time, just won't go.
And again, it's Toronto converting.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Nembhard for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving, I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Back to you, Kevin.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Pass to Toppin. Halliburton against Quickly for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. A fader. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, this is Quickly in a nutshell. This guy can light up a defense in a hurry.
Nembhard inside the three-point line. The good-looking shot from the wing. Nembhard's got 11 points.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And it's Quickly missing. Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Nesmith. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Buries it from three-point range. 14 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Outside Barrett. Here's the 3. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
From tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes the teammates happy, folks.
What a performance for Emmanuel Quickly. He has been the story. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Jarvis Walker. Then there's Shepard, and it's Huff in at the 5, home in the paint. And the more experience Agbaji gets, Doris, the more you sense his confidence continues to grow.
You know, his athleticism is the first thing that pops to me. But he can make shots from distance. He can put it on the deck. There is so much growth and potential here.
Toronto with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Agbaji, defended by Mathurin. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Raptors leading by 7. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Dick. Still yet to score. This one for 3. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. Stolen away. Pass to Walter. Lets it go with the 3. Mathurin with some nice defense. Pacers trail by 9. Shepard with the ball. Pulls up on the wing. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Raptors leading by 12. Here's Walter. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
And the 3 ball is good. Mathurin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
6 to shoot. Pass to Dick. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Huff. Pacers trail by 12. McConnell in the corner. Outside, Walker. The 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Toronto's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Dick with it. He's covered by McConnell. There's the triple. Dick can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Mathurin, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Dick with it. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Abaji. Off target with his three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Toronto leading by 9. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Shepard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Dick. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Huff. He knocks it down.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
Not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's about getting the call right.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Raptors out in front, up 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickley.
And he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Barrett at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Fires from the wing. That misses off the backboard. Raptors leading by 5. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Basket counts.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And a wide open look for Siakam. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Ingram wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Halliburton for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's quickly missing.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Pass to Nesmith. To the paint. Toppin passes to Halliburton. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ingram finds Barrett. And here is Quickley. With the floater, the shot's good. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
This has always been a part of Emmanuel Quickley's arsenal. That floater is on point.
Siakam outside. Pirtle with the steal. Now, here's Quickley. 23 points in the game. Ingram against Toppin. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
Yeah, his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
Toppin passes to Nesmith. And it comes off the front of the rim. Toronto leading by 13. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, a lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Three-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Quickly with a wide open look. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Count the basket. Quickly's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Halliburton, no good. Now, Quickly. 1 second left. Here's the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. We have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Pacers. Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. It's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Shepard, and it's Huff in at the 5 spot. McConnell passes to Shepard. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Dick against McConnell. Dick can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 16. Launches a 3, and Indiana another 3.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Beyond the arc. Dick can't get it to go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Indiana. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. The 3 doesn't go. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. That does not go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Dick. 1:58 left here in the 4th quarter. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Mathurin with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. And the 3 misses. Pacers trail by 11. from outside. No good there. The Raptors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Takes the three, knocks down the three.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots the three. Goes up again. No good. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Beyond the arc. Not gonna go. They get a hand on it. Dick with the steal. Launches it. It's good. Picked him clean. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching.